Alright, let's do this. Hello everybody, Jade Arrow here once again, and this time I have a 1v1 match on Arabia between the expert players Spring here in the blue and Metal in the red. This is on Arabia. It is a mirror match, but it is not a Huns mirror match as we would typically see. This is instead a Turks mirror match. So, a bit different, really. Turks not usually seen on Arabia, and they're a very gold-heavy civilization. They don't really have great trash, or much trash at all. Just looking at the tech tree. Only skirms. That's all they got. They can upgrade to elite. They do get Hussar, and they do get those upgrades for free, but with no upgraded skirms, then it does make archers a viable option. And we are a bit behind. Let's try and catch up. I'm just going to try and slow it down a bit. Springs decided to go for archers, and earlier he sent in some men-at-arms to harass this wood line that I wasn't able to catch in time, but I saw it earlier. He sent in some man-at-arms over on this side, and you can see there's one there, and he got one Vil pick around this area. But that's all that's happened so far. And Spring does have a very nice score lead, but I think that's only because of his scouting. If you can see, that's Spring scouting, whereas Metal scouting is not that great. So it's not really a whole lot of a difference. And Metal is on gold. He has barracks. He's completely walled up. And I'm not really sure what his plan is at the moment. He's got a few archers out of his own, but not really a whole lot of them. You can see Spring, he's got a bunch here, he's sending in more. So Spring's got quite a few archers. And he doesn't have anywhere to break in. Really, the most he can do is if he were to stand in this little pond here and shoot those villagers with his archers, then that'd be really annoying. And he could also come over here and harass this wood line. And really, he can be only a pest with these archers. He really doesn't have a way in. I suppose if he sits there and shoots that house on this hill a lot, then he might find a way in. But these archers aren't really doing a whole lot for him. And once he gets to Castle Age, he's probably going to upgrade them. And then try and do damage. The Turks get crossbow, but not arbalest. And with no skirms as a really good option, because, again, the lack of elite skirm, Metal's probably going to be going for a Mangonel in defense. At the moment, he's just gone for a tower. Spring is going to be able to break in. That hill is really helping him out there. But he is going to run from this tower. And he's lost a crossbow. Or an archer. He doesn't have crossbow yet. And Metal being the first one up to castle, Spring is going to be shortly clicking up. He doesn't quite have the food. He's got a bit more gold than he needs. And he's on, back at home, 2 archery ranges. He's fully walled up around his base. So he's only got palisade. Whereas Metal has all these stone walls. So Metal's playing really defensive right here. And that's probably for the better. If he were to go aggressive, he'd have to break through these walls. And that would leave him kind of vulnerable because his wood lines easily harassed on this side, easily harassed on this side, his other wood lines right here, and he can just have Spring's archers can just sit there and shoot the wood line there. So he's kind of forced to defend his wood lines. And if he sends out his archers, which he's doing now, then it leaves Spring an opportunity to get in here and pick off a few vills. But with Metal going out, he might find a way in. He could walk all the way around this way, which would take forever, or he could try and shoot down one of these palisades. And Spring's double-walled here, so it wouldn't be the best idea to go there. And he could try and go break through here and take out this wood line. That'd be pretty nice, and he's getting crossbow and bodkin immediately after hitting Castle Age, and Spring is going to do the same. And yeah, Metal's just decided to try and go through here. It's double-walled, which means it's going to take a while for him to get in. And look at that, immediately. Castle hits, boom, boom, crossbow and bodkin arrow at the exact same time. And yeah, as I was saying, give Spring time to run over here. And that's kind of the purpose of walls. Walls aren't there to stop your opponent from getting in. They're just there to delay and to alert you that that's where they are. But Spring now has a massive force of these crossbow. And I'm not sure what he's going to plan to mix in. He's probably going to mix in some light cav. And once Metal sees just how many crossbow that Spring has, he's probably going to add in a few mangonels. He doesn't have a siege workshop yet, though. And I think that's kind of a mistake from him. He should probably have a siege workshop out by this point. Just because he's seen the crossbow, I don't think he knows just how many there are. And he is 35. It looks like a lot more than that, but Spring has 35 crossbow here, and that's a lot of crossbow. He's getting ballistics, and he's just now noticed this hole on this side, so he's just going to send a villager over to wall that up. No problem. But I don't know what Metal's doing. He's got his crossbow out here. He's probably just scouting around at the moment. And yeah, he's lost his scout. These crossbow have a huge line of sight. Yeah, that's like 9 or 10 line of sight. But Metal has gone up to the Imperial Age real quick. And Spring is nowhere near the Imperial Age. See, he's only got 53 food. He's not even close to the Imperial Age. So this is going to be full castle from Spring versus the Imperial Age Metal. And Metal can't get Arbalest, so he's stuck with crossbow. He might consider going Janissary, but he's not collecting stones, so that doesn't really seem to be in his mindset. He's got a monk out to grab these relics, and he's got 2 of them right nearby, so that's going to be easy enough for him. Here's the army from Spring, and he's going to need quite a few shots if he's going to break in here. He's picked off 1 vill and that crossbow. Any free units is great. No matter how small that is, just one crossbow there. It's wasted resources, is what it is. And just small things like that can add up a lot over the game. It's not really something you notice, but it'll add up real fast. And I'm not sure if Metal saw that relic. He didn't see that. It's kind of unfortunate for him. It is right on the side, so it's understandable. And now he's running back with his crossbow. Spring did break down that house. He's picked off another crossbow, forced these farmers away, and these lumberjacks they might all die. If Spring loops around this side, they're probably all going to die. And there's now a hole there. Metal did chop a hole there. I'm guessing he noticed that, but if he hasn't noticed this, and yeah, he's sending vills over to wall that up. And I'm not sure where he's going with these. Okay, he's going way over here with this little camp. But no, he didn't wall it. That could turn out really bad for him. And he has picked off a few crossbow. He has Bracer, and I saw the Thumb Ring upgrade. So he's going to outrange these crossbow 8 to 2, or 8 to 7 range. So he's going to outrange them, and they're going to be firing a lot faster and more accurately. Spring is on his way up to the Imperial Age. He's getting bloodlines now. So he's considering the light cav. Oh, look at this. Back at home, he's got 5 archery ranges. That is a lot of archery ranges. And yeah, I was just going to mention this. Cav Archer from the Turks, they get, with their unique tech, they get plus 20 HP. So Bloodlines plus, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called Sipahi. I'm just gonna quickly look. Yeah, Sipahi. Plus that upgrade, which means your Cav Archers are gonna have 100 HP, which is really powerful. And he's gonna add down another archery range, 6 archery ranges. And he's not even in the Imperial Age yet. He's going full CA here. So his army got mopped up over here. Nice quick gates there from metal, just to trap those crossbow, and then his own crossbow can just mow them all down. But he's come forward with a couple siege workshops and archery range, and he's come out with bombard cannons. And metal doesn't see all of these archery ranges here. He doesn't even know they're there. Like, I think he lost his scout earlier, so he has no idea what Spring has behind his walls. And once he sees all of these archery ranges, he's going to immediately know that Spring's going for Cavalry Archer. He's getting the heavy CA upgrade, he's getting Parthian Tactics, Husbandry, Ring Archer Armor. He's got all the upgrades for these things. Now really what he needs is Castle, and then he can get Sipahi. And he's got a ton on stone right now, but that's the start of his stone collection. And this is going to be really bad for Spring. Close to losing that town center, but he's using all the stone that he just got. Oh wait, no, never mind. Town centers don't require stone for repairing. Just a lot of wood. But, okay. So, here's the Cavalry Archer from Spring coming around, and they're gonna take out this whole army. So, quickly turn that off. But this entire army's gonna get cleaned up, and Metal's just gonna call the GG right there. He didn't have a lot to back that up, really. He pushed in, didn't know that these CA were coming out, and that's kind of the biggest problem, is that he didn't know. He lost his scout, and I didn't see how he lost it, but that means he didn't see all these archery ranges. And yeah, this made it really difficult for him. He had no idea that this was coming out, and really caught him off guard. So, well done from Spring. And that's going to be it for this video. And thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you amazing people. And I'll see you all in the next video.